because they just can't resist. They hate TV. They hate fun adventure shows. I am waiting for the time when digital media and the left demand Ancient Aliens get banned. Or how about Ghost Adventures? I actually really love both of those shows. Seriously, they're fun. Ancient Aliens, I think, is all silly nonsense, but it's funny. It's fun to think about ancient mysteries and stuff. Admittedly, there are people who think this stuff is real, all right? They're allowed to. And you're allowed to make a show that's entertaining that some people think are real. Could you imagine if Vice ran a story about how WWE is actually fake and therefore should be banned because people think it's all real? Well, no, it's entertainment, man. This story, how YouTube drives Shane Dawson and other creators to conspiracy theories. YouTube structurally prioritizes audience feedback, which can drive content makers to promote conspiracy theories or hate. This is an insanely fake narrative that keeps getting pushed. We've seen the data. The algorithm on YouTube is neutral, okay? And it tends to push people towards the mainstream. And it may be in response to this, but they won't stop with this absurd narrative, okay? Listen, it's possible that you can fall down a rabbit hole of fake news. I know people who do. But usually the people I know who start listening to conspiracy nonsense were prompted by something externally for them to search for it. And then YouTube promoted it. I can't tell you how many times people are like, like these journalists will write, I keep getting recommendations for conspiracies. And I'm like, dude, it's serving you your interests. That says more about you. Do you want to know what my YouTube front page looks like? Dragon Ball Z, skateboarding, and Marvel and MCU breakdown videos. That's all I'm ever recommended. You know why? It's basically the only thing I watch on YouTube. I watch clips from anime, usually because I don't have time to actually sit through and go through all the episodes, but I'm on the treadmill in the morning and I put on the latest gossip about the MCU. What's going to happen with Captain Marvel? And it feeds me nothing but these videos. There's no rabbit hole of insane conspiracy theories. I watch videos about Mitch McConnell sometimes and the Democrats. I don't get fed this nonsense. This says something about you. It reminds me of there's this constant trope about somebody complaining about, an ad for a gay porn site on Facebook, and then everyone goes, we just want to let you know, Facebook is serving you what you search for. They don't seem to realize when they do this, it says more about them. Now, I know they do things like, I open an incognito browser. You think that's come on, man. It knows what your computer is. God, these people really don't, but the reason I bring up Ancient Aliens is because of this specifically. They say, at the end of last month, YouTuber Shane Dawson, who has over 20.5 million subscribers, posted a video titled Conspiracy Theories with Shane Dawson. The video supported malevolent conspiracy theories, including ones about the California wildfires that killed more than 80 people and destroyed more than 11,000 homes. In the nearly 2-hour video, Dawson presented a series of false narratives that the wildfires were caused by either direct energy weapons, kitchen microwave explosions directed by electric companies, or people burning down their houses for insurance money. He sprinkled these videos with disclaimers that these were theories, not facts. Shane dropped another video titled Investigating Conspiracy Theories with Shane Dawson yesterday. In this video, Shane explores the conspiracy that Chuck E. Cheese's reserves leftover pizza to other customers. Chuck E. Cheese's has unequivocally denied this, and interviews a friend who alleges that she and her son almost became victims of human trafficking. You ever seen Ancient Aliens? Where they claim that we don't, the funny thing about Ancient Aliens is they push insane ideas like, we have no idea how someone was able to move this large rock. When in reality, we do. We know how the pyramids were built. This may blow your mind, but we know how they were built. It's not crazy. Not only that, absence of evidence is not, what does it say? Look, okay, just because we don't understand something today doesn't mean aliens did it. But here's the thing. The show's fun. It's fun and it's silly. They have that dude who, the meme of the aliens guy where he's got his hands and he's like, aliens. It's funny and entertaining. The dude's a crazy character. Why aren't they complaining about Ancient Aliens? I'm pretty sure they're on YouTube. I'd be willing to bet they're on YouTube. No one's complaining about that content. No one's complaining, again, about Ghost Adventures where they actually go in buildings and then literally nothing happens. I love that show. It's a fun show. I mean no disrespect. It's great entertainment. We just know it's not real. So here's 3 guys walk into a building and they go, what was that? Oh my God. And then they run. And I'm laughing. I'm like, it's a fun show, man. TV is fun. Does Shane Dawson actually think microwave weapons were blowing up, were blowing up and starting fires? I really doubt it. He's just making an entertaining piece of content. Okay. Now look, there are people who believe crazy things on YouTube. They make videos about it. Guess what? They're allowed to, okay? But these people just constantly want to beat it down. Now, here we go. Because I don't care too much about their weird... This literally is a conspiracy theory from Vice, by the way. This is Vice Motherboard. But then they go into... Okay, here we go. Data and Society. Becca Lewis, a political subculture researcher for internet research group Data and Society, told Motherboard that across the platform there are incentives for YouTubers to create more extreme content. No, that's a ridiculous, uneducated approach to what's happening. Extreme content on YouTube is not what works. Pointed content works. Meaning, if you make a show that's let's take a good look at like the hydraulic press. You ever see those videos or the hot knife? Not more extreme, just more of the same, okay? What they've described is they've found a subculture within YouTube, and then they're angry they're seeing it because they watched it, okay? Like I mentioned, when I go to youtube.com, what is it this morning? Like 7 videos about Goku and Vegeta fusing into Gogeta. You probably have no idea what that is, but YouTube won't stop sending me these videos about it. Why? Because I clicked them. And then boom, they're like, here's more of what you liked, what you clicked. And there's also skateboarding videos. So I basically almost always get Street League skateboarding updates and stuff. I'm not getting this weird fringe nonsense. You are. And I make videos about politics. Okay. I actually watch my own videos when I'm going through SEO and stuff. So YouTube actually recommends my own videos cross-channel to myself. And so sometimes, so I have several channels, right? When I'm logged in to my main channel, it'll show me my second channel and vice versa. When I click my own videos to check the social media optimization and to see like comments and stuff, it doesn't then recommend fringe content to me. It just recommends more Dragon Ball and now like Black Clover and I haven't watched My Hero Academia, but it's mostly like Dragon Ball stuff, anime, old school, just things I just watch in passing because I like the show, watched it growing up, and that's what I get. But they're consistently pushing this narrative, and I don't know why. But I will say this. One of the biggest threats to free speech is not necessarily YouTube. It's YouTube fending off smear campaigns from media who are desperate from clicks, and they're upset they're competing with YouTube. Why is PewDiePie smeared so often? Because PewDiePie is the biggest symbol of what they feel threatens them. BuzzFeed just laid off a ton of people, 1,000+ jobs laid off in media. Why? YouTube's working. Now apparently Vox is launching some YouTube thing where you can go on YouTube and hang out. So here's what they say. For a creator like Dawson, he may risk video demonetization with conspiracy videos, but he's retained sponsorship deals with companies like Honey and SeatGeek, which he advertises in the videos themselves. Dawson's conspiracy videos also get a strong response from his audience, which can help build or reinforce their loyalty. Dawson has been making videos on YouTube for almost a decade, and his content has included vlogs, creator challenges, food tastings, products, etc. And they say 2 of his top 10 videos of all time are both titled mind-blowing conspiracy theories. Because conspiracy theories are fun wastes of time. Most people don't believe them. It's maybe surprising to people that the average person just watches this stuff to have a good time, to enter. Like it's fun to hear about mysteries. It's fun to hear about things that aren't fully thought out. But think about where this goes. They want to ban conspiracies. Okay, I'm not a fan of conspiracy theories. In terms of like entertainment value, I think they can be presented well. But what happens when someone breaks a real big story, like an actual breaking news story? Big corporation does X, and they go, it's a conspiracy theory, ban that. That's where we're headed. They talk about Blair White, and they talk about the alternative influence report, which insanely keeps getting referenced when it's been debunked. To an extreme degree, it's been debunked. First of all, several of the things in the report are literally fake and confirmed by a New York digital reporter. Yet for some reason, Vice is so bad at what they do, unsurprising, they write garbage pieces with no sources. I was talking to a journalist recently, and I said, did you know that in journalism school, they tell you need 3 sources, good ones, to confirm a story. And most local outlets will not publish a story without confirmation from 3 sources. Does BuzzFeed have sorry, BuzzFeed. Does Vice have sources to confirm any of this? Unfortunately, no. Dawson also hosted far-right YouTuber Blair White on his podcast, Shane and Friends, not once, but twice. Far-right. Why? Because Blair is a Trump supporter? Blair's not far right. On YouTube, a collaboration is often functionally equivalent to an endorsement, as explained in Alternative Influence. Vice is literally citing something with no data set. The Alternative Influence report has no data set. Okay? No sources, no data, fake news. They hate entertainment. And they're doing it because they're threatened by it. So, after all, Lewis's Alternative Influence report explains that audience feedback metrics like Likes, dislikes, and comments are directly built into YouTube's interface. Those metrics central to YouTube, and those metrics are subject to the politics of YouTube. YouTube, the company, has always positioned itself as this alternative to mainstream news, mainstream entertainment, and really the mainstream media as a whole. Lewis said, and so you get these people on the far right that are explicitly anti-mainstream media because they think it has a liberal bias and are using YouTube as a place to promote what they see as an alternative narratives. And often those end up having a conspiratorial bend. Yes, some of them. But Pew Research are the ones who said mainstream media has a liberal bias. It's not fake. It's real. Just because you don't know what you're talking about doesn't make it what you believe to be true. This is paradoxically an insane, incoherent rambling with no evidence published by Motherboard. I'll see you guys tomorrow.